How are you guys doing? Welcome to attempt number 4 of this godforsaken subathon sort of marathon streams or whatever like that. But yeah, attempt number 4. Are we going to succeed with another proper subathon? Most likely not. I have zero faith that like we'll be I don't think we'll be able to even like surpass like the 3-hour mark for the majority of like these subathon streams, but oh well, we'll see how that goes, I guess. But anyway, how are you guys doing? My throat is so freaking low. It's so gunky. It's still filled with like yeah, it's still filled, what's the word? It's still filled with like a lot of like phlegm and all that stuff because I still got COVID, I think. I haven't done like a recent test still, but the fact that I still have some gunk most likely tells me that I still probably have COVID, so that's a lovely sort of thing. Yay. But anyway, don't even have Minecraft open. Why am I so ill-prepared when it comes to these subathon streams? I don't even know. I don't even have Minecraft open because I'm such a good streamer. As you can clearly tell, there's no Minecraft open. Wow. Good streamer. Good job at, like, maintaining your bloody stuff. Amazing. I'm so good at this stupid play streaming thing. But anyway, how are you guys doing so far? Hopefully everyone's doing pretty okay. 𝗦ci𝗰𝗶𝗹 and, like, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹, I mean, of course you're just gonna be, like, saying that, because, yeah, that makes total sense. I really don't get some people in the chat sometimes. Anyway, let's actually do some Minecraft stuff. Can you please load? Game, please. OBS, please. Can you guys like load into the thank you. I still have no idea. Break the game while handling crashes. What? Anyway, we're just gonna keep going anyway. Anyway, how are you guys doing so far? I keep saying that multiple times already. I need to get some chill vibes in my, like, my brain right now, because I really am in sort of, I mean, my throat is still kind of whack. I can't speak properly. I listened to, like, the VOD audio from, like, last stream, and apart from, like, the first 15 minutes of, like, last stream just being nothing but echoey, because I left the camera audio still running in the background and stuff like that, it sounds so much more deeper, because my throat is still full of gunk, and I hate it. So hopefully that's not going to be a huge problem or something like that later on, but thanks to me being sick all the time, it's probably still going to be a huge issue to deal with, but oh well. Oh well, time to get some more work done, shall we? Still have, how much more terraces do we still need to work on? I mean, a crap ton of terraces. We have like an entire, like plains of like netherrack and stuff like that that we need to work on, so that's going to be absolutely lovely. I need to adjust my keyboard because this is going to be a bit unergonomic or whatever like that. Oh boy, so there's a lot of stuff like left to deal with around through here. We need to move this beacon as well because that's going to be in the way for building some buildings here, and I think that should be fine as far as I know. I think pretty much like the majority of the roads, or like the main roads that we want to like lay out, has already been laid out pretty well. Still need to like do something about this area over here, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, a lot of stuff we still need to do, a lot of stuff we still need to work on, and I guess we just have to get straight on to it, I guess. I really have no way to segue into this part of the entire stream, but we still have a lot of work we still need to do, and pretty much we're already in some sort of routine already. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I can talk that much for today's stream. My throat is really gunky. Maybe it's because I, like, ate fries for the beginning of the stream, or before I started the stream, because I haven't had like a proper breakfast in quite some time. Maybe that's probably the reason why I cannot like speak properly or whatever like that, but yeah, I hate that so much. Anyway, this is resistance level 2, so we'll keep that in mind, and we'll get some work done around through here, I guess. How you doing, by the way, Aspect? Welcome back. And also Magic Ninja says, hey, how's it going? Doing okay-ish, apart from like the fact that my throat is acting stupid. But other than that, my day's been pretty alright. We might get some cat reveals sometimes during today's stream, because my cat's been really needy, because there isn't anyone else in my stream today, I think, so that's going to be absolutely lovely. Neck reveal. I don't think there is going to be a neck reveal, because I don't think it's going to show, unless I point my... No, you guys can't even see it. So, how the frick is that even a neck reveal? I don't even know. Anyway, let's keep going. Probably not going to talk that much, because this throat really doesn't want me to talk that much anymore. So I'm probably just going to get some silence breaks throughout the entire stream. At least the music is a little bit loud enough, so that way you guys can listen to it over my terrible voice. Maybe, I have no idea. So we'll see how that goes, I guess. Also, I have no idea what aspect means by how many rams you got. Like, what? You know what, I'm just not even gonna question things. My brain's already hurting today. God damn it, I really hate this chat sometimes. Alright, anyway, I'm gonna move this up a little bit here. Alright, so you're asking for how much PC RAMs I got. First of all, that's not how you phrase the question, because I don't think anyone asks how many PC RAMs you got. Number two, if you want to know what my how much RAM I have on my computer, you can do !specs as always, because usually if you do !specs, you got all my PC specs that you can stare and gloss over if you want. So that's basically about it, aspect. Alright, let's just keep going around through here. But yeah, I'm gonna try not to speak too much, because my throat is really gunky. A bit gunky, but you can tell it's like a little bit more deeper than usual, which is fun. I'll be absolutely loving today's stream and speaking for today. Oh god. How you doing, by the way, Razor? Welcome back. Alright, let's break all of this. Really love this track, though. This is just gonna turn into a radio stream now, because I cannot speak properly. I mean, I can still speak. I can still talk, but, like, my throat is fricked. It's kind of fricked thanks to, like, so much phlegm that's been built up. I have, like, a lot of water and, like, coffee next to me, so it should be fine, I guess. I don't get what you mean, 𝗦ci𝗰𝗶. You know what's really funny about whenever I do like a time zone shift to these streams? It's always because people keep asking me, oh, why don't you stream at a much more friendlier time zone? To like, I don't know, like somewhere where like Europeans and Americans can watch it much more easier. And then I did so, and guess how many people are watching right now? It may seem like a lot because I'm in the front page backfill and whatnot, but it's probably like less than half the amount of viewers I've been getting during the night streams. And I don't get it. I literally don't get it. People keep asking me about, like, streaming in a much more friendlier time zone, and I do so, and then no one watches it. It makes no sense, and yeah, it just straight up makes no sense. Even if I, like, heavily advertise that the streams are in, like, a time zone that's much more friendly, people don't really watch it. It makes no sense, and I really am just kind of pissed about that. But usually it just, yeah, it just does the opposite sort of effect for whatever reason. It makes no bloody sense. I could stream in like a much more friendlier time zone for Americans, and only like one American will be watching the stream. That's how weird it and stupid it is. Alright, let's just go around through here, make sure there's anything that I'm not missing around here in the edges. Blup, 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 blup. I have no idea what the heck this chat is trying to say, except for like no time zones, and that's lovely. I mean, it's currently 10:14 for those living in like Eastern Europe, so that makes sense. Especially living in the Baltics. I'm not doing cat reveal until we reach like the first level of this XP bar, which hasn't moved for like the past 2 streams, by the way. Or actually, no, it moved to like 2 streams ago, but not last stream. So, I'm not going to do a cat reveal until that XP bar finally reaches down to, like, level 2 and stuff like that. But so far, nothing has changed. So, therefore, I'm not going to do anything. Deal with it. That's how the Subathon and, like, Subfest streams work. You have to, like, get this XP bar up to, like, level 2, or unless I want to show my cat and all that stuff. No, aspect. Again. It's a simple condition. People have to, like, reach the XP bar to level 2, and then I'll be, or level 1, actually. We're still stuck in level 0. Once we're on level 1, then we'll be able to show our cat. That's as simple as that. It's a simple request, and yet no one can be able to fulfill that request, which is sad. But yeah, no special exemptions to you, aspect. Alright, anyway. Got that beacon sword out, so now we just need to figure out the rest of this sort of area over here that we need to work out, I guess. So we have like a few pathways over here that is kind of right. I mean, some of the areas here look a bit too big, but we can kind of break them up with like a little bit of streets that are like cross over through this plot of land here. Oh my god, my nose is trying to, like, destroy me now. Frick you. Frick you, nose. I swear to freaking god. Alright, anyway. Also, why are you here? Where the hell did you even come from? Did you just drop down? I presume you dropped down because you have, like, 0 health when I killed you, but... yeah, that's super bizarre. Alright, so what can we do around through here to make this a little bit more easier on ourselves to build some buildings, I guess? We can make, like, a road coming from, like, this direction over here and have that go over here, I guess? That can help to break up a little bit more of this very big-ass plot of land, so that's something that we can quickly do. But let me just quickly dump all the excess amounts of red glass I have left. And then we'll just keep doing the hardcore thing and see how that goes, I guess. Unless we completely destroy our throats by the end of it, so we'll see. Hope your noise destroys you. How about you deal with this, I guess? Go check Fox Twitter, and then you can see his loaf. I mean, it's been a long time since I've, like, checked, like, actually, no, I don't think I think it's been a while since I've, like... Actually, no, it's not been a while. I've literally posted a picture of, like, my loaf, like, a few days ago. Where he was, like, climbing up the Christmas tree. And that's just absolutely lovely. How gonna get money to subs to you, Fox? I mean, you can get a job. You can do that if you want, but then again, it does require, like, a lot of work. And also a lot of effort to get said job. What? I hear you meow. What is it, Moschino? Meow. Oh, now she wants to stay quiet. She's right behind me, and she just now wants to stay quiet. What? You just literally meowed at me twice today. What is it, Moschino? I'm staring at her. She's literally making no sense and no sounds. Also, sorry, you're in school. So, wait, what? I'm confused, 𝗦cie. If you're currently in school... Actually, no, you're not currently in school. You just said that you're, like, going to school. You can take a part-time job, you know, right? Even if you're, like, in high school and stuff like that, you can still take a part-time job. That's what, like, a lot of, like, high school or... yeah, a lot of high school students do as well. Also, how you doing, by the way, Nadari? Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. So, yeah, you can easily take, like, a part-time job. Like, a lot of high school students usually do that in order to, like, save up for, like, college and university and all that stuff. So, that's still a possibility that you can go for. I am so bad when it comes to planning out roads. This looks kinda awful, not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna move this a little bit to the right, so that way we have a little bit of extra space. My cat is just licking in the background. That's just lovely. God, my throat is really stupid. What the frick are you doing over here? Get the frick out. Get bonked, you freaking idiot. Alright, let's just keep going. Over here? How are we gonna really, like, face or... I kinda wanna build, like, a road around through here, so we can kinda connect this little bit of, like terrace over here as well. But I don't know if that would look neat. Because I kind of want to have this area a little bit extra open, but I have an idea. We can kind of like dig out a little bit of a road through here. Then around this point, we can make a bit of an extra road through here. So that way there's a lot of space over in this direction for us to build like some buildings if we want to. And then we'll see how that goes from there, I guess. Unless it's not gonna work, then we're gonna be absolutely fricked, I believe. I should really add some of the Planet Coaster music into like my chill beats playlist instead. That would make a lot more sense. Yeah, don't do that, 𝗦cie. That'll be very, very whack and also probably illegal. Because credit card fraud is an actual crime that is applicable to a lot of, like, countries. And that's basically theft anyway, so don't do that. Anyway, time for some chill vibes. My throat's still freaking thrashed. Frick me. Oh well. That's gonna be lovely for me for some part of the stream, I guess. Absolutely lovely. Oh boy, poor throat. It wants to die today. Anyway, I'm gonna focus on doing chill streams today, I guess. Alright, there we go. Nice sort of huge plot of land to work with. I mean, this is a bit of a weird sort of area to work with because we have this sort of jagged or diagonal sort of terrace here. So we can try to make like a sort of smallish building here, but I kind of want to occupy as much of the space as possible, but all these are not great. All these are not really great areas to work with, I guess. Oh well, better than nothing, I believe. At least we have this nice sort of large area for us to build like a building of some kind, so that's pretty good. Then we can kind of split this area off with an extra building, or not an extra building, but like an extra road through here. Are you talking about like in Minecraft or in real life, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 𝗟𝗶? About what day is it? Alright, anyway, I need to also fill this in, because that's just going to be a recipe for a disaster. So they're just going to be full of, like, the areas where mobs can spawn in. And ideally, I don't want to deal with that. Bloop, and bloop, bloop. Yeah, we're just going to have, like, a road that just goes straight towards the ravine. No worries. No worries, we'll just have a nice sort of road through here. IRL, it's currently Tuesday here in New Zealand. Monday, depending on where you live in the rest of the world. But currently it's Tuesday here. I love the chill vibes of this track. Alright, let's see. These are very large areas to work with. So I might just split them up just by an extra little bit, because it doesn't seem to be really a great idea to have them like that, I guess. Maybe we can have like a bit of a road that heads towards like the Crimson Forest like so. That might be interesting to play around with, maybe? That just breaks up a little bit of the extra space around through here, because that seems a bit too plentiful for buildings. Looking pretty good so far. Okay, so how in the bloody hell do we break up this sort of area over here? So far what I'm thinking is probably just turning this into like a 3-block, or yeah, 3-block wide sort of road and have it just go straight ahead. Having this road just go straight ahead and connect with the other main road over there might work pretty well, question mark. We might need to like shift it to the right a little bit, so that way there's a little bit of extra space for this like lower terrace over here. That way it has like a little bit of ample space for some buildings. God, city planning is such a bloody pain in the arse. Oh well, it's also satisfying in some ways. Just because you're taking over the chat does not mean that you're the only one looking at the chat right now. I'll tell you doing, by the way, not Bunder. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. Alright, anyway, let's keep going. Okay, you can shut up now, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹. Get wrecked. But yeah, hope your day's been doing pretty nice so far, non-Bunder. Hope your day's been doing okay. Frick off, freaking play throats. Not you, by the way, not Bunder. My throat is stupid. Also, hi, Paul. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice so far, Paul. It's been fine. How about yours? I mean, apart from, like, being still sick with COVID, overall, my day's been pretty alright. Or my past few days actually been pretty alright. At least I've been able to do some work while I'm still kind of sick AF. I mean, it's not really sick AF because I don't feel bedridden. It's just that my throat is still recovering, or my nose and my throat is still recovering from, like, COVID and all that stuff, so they're teaming up together to ruin my life while streaming, which is absolutely lovely as always. Because if you have no idea about, like, my throat and my nose, they always love to team each other, or, like, team with each other to, like, ruin my life whenever I go live all the time. So that's always a lovely experience. Also, I hate this road. This road looks absolutely god-awful, so I'm gonna try and fix it a little bit. maybe of a much more gradual sort of like curve, or very abrupt curve maybe, so that way it has like a little bit of an interesting sort of fit for this area. I don't know, but just make it a little bit more abrupt. Anyway, I'm just gonna delete this message. This is very, very yikes. Anyway, hopefully it will go away soon. I'm pretty optimistic that like I'll be COVID free by the end of like this week, but sometimes it's not gonna go very well though. Good job for you, Foxboy. I don't know why you need to put your name in the chat message as well, but good for you, Foxboy. Alright, maybe this time we'll get to level 2. I mean, I highly doubt that, because I don't know how many millionaires are still in the chat who are willing to, like, spend a lot of money on this stupid idiot. I mean, it's a subathon. Like, I'm literally asking for people to, like, make me suffer, but then again, that sounds very, very whack. If I say that out loud multiple times, every single time I go live, I would probably get, like, a lot of, like, eyebrow raises from, like, the Twitch staff if I say that out loud, so... I mean, it's a selling point, I guess. It's a selling point. So I don't know what else to say about that. Oh, God. It'll be very whack, though. It'll be very, very whack. Anyway, I'm gonna, like, just not be talking too much because my throat is still really, really scuffed, so apologies if I do get, like, a little bit quiet in most part for most of the stream. It's mainly because my throat really wants me to die in some ways, so we're just gonna basically just chill a little bit. And also, I agree, the old netherrack is painfully bright, but 𝗦ci𝗰𝗶 wants to keep unpopular opinions because he thinks he's very special, when he's not. I personally believe the old netherrack texture absolutely sucks compared to the new one. And that's both an objective and subjective opinion. Okay, so how do we connect with all the rest of these terraces over here? There would have to be some sort of, like, small road through here, but I have no idea how that's gonna be structured. Unless we make, like, a small road through here. Have that make a bit of a donut shape, or, like, a bit of a turn over here, and have that linked around? That might be able to work. I don't know how jarring that will be, but it might work very well. So we'll see how that goes. So I'm gonna make a nice sort of like turn over here. Oh, my stomach really wants to explode. How far do we want this to go? We'll probably go over here. No, I don't play with the music on the game, by the way. This is all from, like, the Spotify playlist. But I like listening to the music from, like, the Minecraft soundtrack, so... So, like, yeah, it seems pretty off, but then again, I don't think the Minecraft music would usually play while we're working in the Nether all the time. But there are, like, Nether soundtrack music that are playing in the background. But yeah, there are mods that actually would, like, allow you to change the, what's the word? That allow you to change, like, the background music in Minecraft to something that's a little bit more customized. So we could technically go for that route. But I always prefer using Spotify over, like, anything else, though. I don't have any more glass. I'm such a great resource gatherer, I guess. Let's go real here. Dump all this. Where's my freaking white glass? There it is. Alright, let's keep going. I just forgot what's supposed to sound like. Oh no. Anyway, amazing. Let's go around through here, fix up all the leftover edges. Okay, we need to make a bit of a curve around through here. Otherwise, it will just not, like, fit very well with, like, I mean, can we fit buildings over here? This seems way too sharp of a turn to really be able to fit buildings, but... Who knows, it might look much better if we add that. Alright, just a little bit of a curve through here. Then we make this a little bit of a... Oh my god, it looks so freaking jank. It looks so freaking jank, I hate this. I mean, we're able to have some space over here, but... Yeah, there really isn't that much room for, like, additional buildings, so... Oh well, that's gonna be lovely then. What do you mean, by the way, King Shard? Like those small green spaces you sometimes see in cities. Just make a small green area with trees and a nether and that decoration. That's what I'm thinking for some small areas. Like, I'm also purposely leaving, like, some small of, like, park areas all over, like, parts of the city. The issue I have right now, though, in terms of, like, making those park areas, is that we need to make them mostly out of glass. And the reason why we need to make them mostly out of glass is that if we used any other, like, solid wood type, or any solid, like, block type, there's always a chance that, like, a mob would spawn over there. So I'm trying to figure out what's a good way to, like, make those sort of like parks and whatnot, but at the same time, I cannot really use a lot of, like, natural blocks, which is very annoying, because, well, if we do so, it's just going to spawn in mobs all over the place. So there's going to be a little bit of a balance between, like, some natural, like, blocks and what stuff. So we'll just have to experiment along the way, but I really will want to build, like, parks all over the place. Alright, anyway, let's see how that will look. Any more areas I'm missing over here? Just a little bit of these areas here. This seems like a very, very janky sort of like a pathway, but at the same time, that's what happens when you have to work with terraces. It's really bloody annoying to make sure everything is looking neat, because you cannot tell whatsoever. Alright. Let me make a little bit of a turn over here. Oh, God, I can't even crack my neck. Ah, it's very stiff. My neck is very stiff. There we go. Okay, how does that look? Does that look extremely jarring, or would this make a lot of sense for building? I mean, I don't think there's a lot of space over here, so what we can do is probably move this pathway just like a small bit to the left. Maybe like an extra block to the left, because that seems a bit too jarring. Maybe not Bunder? Another idea I have is to probably just go for the same route that I did for, like, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 and just made the trees or whatever like that, like, out of glass. There's, like, a lot of ideas I have in my head that might work pretty well, but we'll just have to experiment with it once we, get into the actual buildings phase, I guess, in the entire build. But for now, we're just focusing on just, like, laying out, like, plans and where all the parks are going to be and all the buildings and whatnot. I don't want to really think too far ahead, because sometimes ideas would change, like, a few minutes later, so just having, like, some sort of basic idea would probably be better anyway. Okay, we need to make some very small roads around through here, so that way we can break up a little bit of these very weird, sort of, like, terrace bits over here, because that seems a little bit too jarring. What we can do is probably add, like, a road through here. And then we're just gonna go and put a diagonal over here and see how that works. How far are you from building the houses and things? I'm presuming, like, how long until you'll be able to, like, actually build the buildings and stuff like that. If that's how you want me to interpret your question. And, I mean, it really depends how... excuse me. It depends how long the planning stages go for. Considering that we're making a lot of progress with, the planning stage, I wouldn't expect us to be, like, stuck on the stage for a very long time. Probably, like, in a few months from now, we'll be able to start working on, like, some actual buildings, but I'm not too sure exactly when would we start exactly. But it wouldn't be too long as far as I know, because we're making some pretty damn fast progress when it comes to, like, planning these buildings here. And also these pathways as well. There's a lot of, like, areas left to go for, or, like, a lot of terraces and, like, areas that we need to cover, but there's plenty of, like, progress that I've been making, so I wouldn't be too pessimistic that this will take a very long time, so that's gonna be pretty awesome for us, I guess. Okay, I don't know how to break up this area. This area is way... Wait, would it make sense if I just built, like, a huge building around through here, or maybe some empty spaces over here? Maybe, I guess, because I don't want to make it too big, but there really isn't that much stuff we can do around through here, so... alright, whatever. Might be better than nothing to just leave it as it is. Alright, we're just gonna go around through here. And add like a bit of like a corner block through here so we can have like some walkways through this part of like the bridge over here. Excuse me. Both of my notes in my throat. I really wanted to team up and try and ruin my life today. It's absolutely lovely. Okay. So we can fit some buildings around through here. That looks pretty good. Also stay hydrated as well. At least you can see the water bottle that I open up all the time. Stay hydrated. Now that's gonna help me though. Usually water doesn't really help a lot with like helping with the gunkiness, but still stay hydrated as always. It was always important to stay hydrated, especially if you're sick. Anyway. Yeah, there really isn't that much we can really do around these corners over here. I think the plots are big enough, but also small enough to work with, like, actual buildings. So I don't think we really need to worry too much about, like, everything else around through here, I think. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing too much stuff around through here. So, honestly, I think we can start working on some actual buildings around through here, I guess. The only possible issue is that we have all this empty terrain over here that I have no idea how exactly what villagers or whatnot are going to be able to access, because I don't want to fit like another like a bridge of pathways or whatever like that over here. So this is gonna be a little bit awkward. Like what the heck I'm gonna be doing with this terrace over here? I just realized I don't think there really is gonna be any sort of room for anything around through here. So what we could probably do is like we'll probably need to do some extra, like, terraforming. We need to lower down this terrace over here, and probably lower out the rest of this terrace over here, because this doesn't really make any sense, and this doesn't really make any sense. And what that does is free us up a lot more space around through here and around through here, which will be great for building. So that's what I'm going to quickly do real quick. I need to quickly dump some, like, the excess amounts of white glass, because I need to free up as much inventory space as possible. And now we're going to do some more terraforming as always, I guess. Because the terraforming stuff never bloody ends. Why am I burping now? Jesus. That's always lovely to deal with, I guess. Where the frick are these bloody piglins coming from? Are they like dropping from like the heavens above or something like that? Where the heck are they coming from? They always keep coming from like over in this one direction over here. Is there like a spawning point for them to just come over here and then fall down? I presume over there. So I guess that's one way they're able to go down here. Where the frick are these idiots coming from? Jesus. Oh well. We'll deal with them later on, I guess. Probably need to do like an entire full spawn proofing effort around through the edges of the entire city. Especially since we have like a crap ton of like excuse me. Since we have like an excess amount of like red glass, I think we can easily like spend a lot of our I'm gonna leave these areas over here actually. We can easily like spend all the less extra amounts of red glass to like spawn proof around the edges of the Crimson Forests over here, and also all of the areas on top of the city that might potentially give us like a lot of like headaches and mobs and all that stuff. So that'll be a pretty useful thing we can do later on in the future, which means that we still need to do a lot of spawn proofing by the end of this bloody project, but oh well. Oh well. I already got used to like dealing with this grind, so I don't really care too much. Alright, anyway. Okay, the freaking rest pad is really still pretty loose in some ways. Thank you, Corsair, for that. Just quickly eat this, la la la. I'll just keep going around through here. Yeah, 1.1 million netherrack mined. Not really that impressive, to be honest, because like a lot of people have like well over 2 million blocks of netherrack mined when they were working on their own sort of nether projects. But yeah, it's still 1.1 million netherrack mined is pretty ridiculous still. Anything beyond like 1 million blocks mined is honestly pretty ridiculous in and of itself anyway. Yeah, not impressive. In terms of hardcore standards, there's like really like a few other like like hardcore streamers that already have like way more better impressive stats than I do, so it's not as impressive, but still impressive compared to like, I guess, like the average like Minecraft user, I guess. But I'm just tempering my like realistic expectations, I guess. It's not really too impressive in my opinion. Mainly because I don't usually stream like a lot of like Minecraft all the time. I only just stream like up to 2 hours. Anything beyond that and my brain starts to fade out a little bit. I just like people who have like well over 20,000 Minecraft days as well. Like 𝗦𝗦cie has like, who's currently streaming by the way right now, has like 20,000 Minecraft days to like his hardcore world. So like this just completely destroys this play like hardcore world in many statistics. But at the same time, we're also just making our own sort of progress very slowly anyway. 1.1 million is still a big number, I agree. So that's why I'm saying that it's bigger than like, way bigger than the average like Minecraft player's amount of netherrack mined, but compared to like other hardcore streamers, it's not really too impressive. Again, tempering my expectations a little bit with that. Just trying to be realistic. Anyway, 𝗦𝗠boy, what do you want to say about like our interactions with like doing the stream right now? He has 0 comment. He's just there. He's just vibing over there, just like sitting right next to my like very. I mean, it actually works pretty well. My like my shit audio sort of like setup, but he's just sitting there. He's just sitting there, just like vibing as always. That's a 𝗦𝗠boy. Anyway, yeah, as your average PvP player, I can say those numbers are wild in 𝗦𝗏𝗍𝗏, so I agree with that. Though I don't know about the average Hypixel Skyblock player. They probably would just say that that's just also like, that's pretty much predictable or whatever like that. I've already seen like some people saying like, oh, spending 1,500 hours on like a Minecraft world is such a easy thing to do, from like people who play Hypixel Skyblock all the time. It's like there's always like a distinctive sort of like elitism between like a lot of different Blade players. But yeah, honestly, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just making my own progress as much as I can anyway. I'll be pretty excited to see how this this hardcore world city or whatever like that, or Nether City, is going to look like by the end of the end of all of our like progress, I guess. And hopefully it looks pretty nice by the end of it, maybe. Alright, fill in the leftover gaps here. Anyway, if you, I mean, they asked if you dedicated your playthrough to getting the #1 spawn in the leaderboards for my netherrack on a single-player world. I mean, yeah, it's probably not gonna be really anywhere close, honestly. But yeah, those are just people that are extremely elitist, and I hate people who just act like that all the time. Because most people are pretty much, like, amazed by the amount of progress this stupid world has been going for, so, it doesn't really faze me that much. I mean, this world has already broken, like, a lot of, like, sort of, achievements for me, but compared to, like, everyone else, it's not really too remarkable. But again, that's just me, like, tempering my expectations and realistic, sort of, like, viewpoints of this world. We're making a lot of, like, progress, though, for, like, 2 years in this hardcore world, though, so we're making pretty good progress. Alright, let's just go and quickly add another layer of like roads through here. That'll just break up a little bit more of this plot of land that seems a bit too big. Hopefully that will work pretty well. Yeah, I think this plot of land over here would be pretty useful for like some buildings around through here, so yeah, I think we might be able to work with something around through here, I guess. Let's make an extra road, or actually, what we could do, so maybe add like a staircase over here so we can actually have access to these areas over here. That way we have like a proper sort of like entrance for like these portions over here, I guess. So that's gonna be pretty useful. Or these terraces over here. I mean, yeah, you slowly get used to like larger numbers and like your statistics as you keep going with your hardcore world. But it is still like a major achievement compared to like, yeah, the average like not Bed Wars, like average like Minecraft players sometimes, or average Minecraft world. But that just really shows how much you've like spent your time like playing the games, I guess. Alright, let's keep going. Yeah, that looks much more better now. Okay, where the frick are these guys coming from? They're spawning in somewhere, and I really don't know where the heck they're spawning from. I'm gonna just like try and block as much of the the areas as possible that they might spawn in from. But there really isn't that much like spaces that they're spawning in, so where the frick are these guys coming from? No idea. Honestly, I really have no idea. Why are you walking so slowly? Like a few seconds earlier, what the frick? You really are taking your sweet, sweet time of trying to kill me, so... I mean, I appreciate that, I guess. But still, you could walk a little bit faster, I believe. Alright, so we still need to, now have to, like, do the difficult part. I mean, it's not really difficult. It's just a tedious part of, like, laying out all the buildings that'll be around through these terraces over here. Or netherrack plains, I guess. I have no idea what's the way of, like, the right way of describing these areas. So that's going to be a lot of fun then. A lot of fun, I guess. Right, where the frick did I put all the netherrack stuff? I think I probably just put them in the reserve, I guess. Unless there's, like, some chests that I still have left over that I can use a little bit. We have so much nether wart that I thought it would be useful for like a spawn proofing block until I realized it wasn't. So I might as well get rid of some of the nether wart blocks, I guess. Alright, let's see here. We need to dump all the red glass over here, and now we need to restock on our supply. I mean, we don't need to restock. Just get our supply of like gray glass, a little bit of white glass in our inventory, which is good, a little bit of orange glass, because we need to label all the quartz pillars, a lot of the black glass in our inventory, so we can label all of the wall blocks. Why is my brain not working today? Oh god. Anyway. That should be good for us. Why is my ear itchy? Holy frick, okay. My body is not having it for today's stream, are you kidding me? Why does it not want to chill for today? Alright, so where do we start off? Where do we start off in terms of buildings, like actual buildings, I guess? I mean, I guess we can start off around through here, maybe. Trying to have like some sort of like diagonal sort of wall over here. See how it goes. I have no idea what the hell 𝗦𝗶 is trying to say, and I really don't care. Yeah, that would just have to be a wall, I guess. Because I can't think of anything else that would fit around through here. Really like the vibes of this track. Alright. Do I want everything to be flush? I just realized I have like a lot of like this perimeter being flush right next to like the pathways here. Maybe we can like add a little bit of extra extrusion around through here, I guess. So put a pillar over here, pillar over here. We'll extend this sort of wall over here and see how that will look. Hopefully that will look pretty alright, I guess. Yeah, pillar over here. Do we put like another entrance over here? Would that make a little bit of sense? I mean, I don't even know how big these buildings are going to be anyway, so... It might make sense we make another entrance over here, I guess. For another building. But like, I have no idea what building's gonna fit around through here though, so this will be interesting. I really love like the sort of like sort of jams this music have. I mean, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶 makes some really good beats when it comes to his music, so can't blame him with that. Alright. Okay, so how are we going to split this into multiple buildings? I think it's going to be pretty straightforward, because a lot of these areas are... Since this is a very big plot of land, it's going to make it a little bit more easier for us to like, split these, like, this entire perimeter to, like, multiple different buildings, so... Should be pretty straightforward, I guess, to handle, unless we cannot handle it, then we're going to probably perish slowly in our sleep, I guess. Where the frick are these guys coming from? Like, seriously, like, where on the freaking bloody ravine of, like, this heavens above are they spawning from? There's nothing. I don't even know where the frick these guys are coming from. Like, are they able to spawn around through here? Huh? Is there, like, an area that they're spawning in? What? Oh, well, we'll worry about that later on, I guess. Anyway, chill vibes time. Chill vibes time. Why does my nose really hate me so much? Frick you, nose. Hey, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶, how you doing, by the way, mate? Definitely haven't seen you in quite some time, but your day's been doing pretty well. Oh my freaking god, just die. Oh, you're not dead yet. Frick you. Okay, anyway. How's it going? How is everything going around here? I mean, I'm presuming you're asking about what we're doing right here, or how well everything's been going around through here in this hardcore world. I mean, everything's been pretty alright. Nothing too much out of the ordinary, nothing too whack, I guess. So overall, we've been doing pretty okay so far. And that's pretty much it, I guess. Everything's been pretty smooth in terms of progress right now, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's see. We can try and break off a little bit. How the frick are we gonna fix this stupid freaking bloody building? Or where do we put the entrance to this entire building? This would have to be asymmetrical, that's all I know. So we probably need to make a bit of an asymmetrical entrance. So there we go, I guess. Yeah, in the last period I get some interesting activity. I don't know what you mean by interesting activity, but that's interesting, I guess. But hopefully everything's going pretty well for you then, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶. Hopefully everything's been doing pretty well for you, mate. Alright. Let's see here. We're probably going to need to move something around through here, I guess. Let's see how that would work. Okay, now we need to split this building up into, like, multiple different sections, I guess. I mean, yeah, we have to do it, or else we're not going to have enough room for any other building. So what we can do is split this area into half. Not really half, but, like, split this area into two. So that way there's enough space, or ample space for, like, a double door, like, entrance over here. But there's enough space over here for us to kind of work with in terms of this building. I'm gonna move this terrible corner over here because it's not gonna work out very well, I guess. This one over here. Ah, my life. That's gonna be painful for me. Anyway, I traveled to France for the stage, a European project for 1 month, and also found a girlfriend. Nice. That's pretty pog, mate. Sounds like you had like a lot of like pretty productive stuff done while you were gone for quite some time, so that's pretty fun. So glad to hear that everything's been going pretty well for you, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Alright, let's see. Okay, so this is gonna be pretty interesting, I guess. This is pretty easy to like divide because we can just easily just like put like a half sort of like wall through here, or simple like straight wall through here. But now it just questions me, how much space are we gonna like what are we gonna do for like this building over here? This seems like very spacious for like this building here. Maybe it'll make sense we expand a little bit of this extra building, maybe, or maybe more for this building, I guess. I cannot freaking speak anymore. Holy frick. Anyway, man, I miss your relaxing voice. I don't know if my voice is still relaxing, but oh well. I appreciate you enjoying like this nice relaxing voice, I guess. Alright, anyway. just keep going around through here. And anyway, stay hydrated as always. At least we have a hand cam to show me that I'm actually drinking water, I guess. Stay hydrated as always. Always stay hydrated. Gonna add some basalt pillars on the edges over here. Don't know how. I still don't know if the basalt pillars are gonna work well or not. And I can only fit only one around this entire place. So you know what? I'm not gonna go for some basalt pillars around the entire building. But overall, I think that looks pretty okay-ish for us to work with. At least there's like a lot of ample space for us to work with in terms of buildings here. So that looks pretty good. Anyway, you can shut up, 𝗦ci𝗰𝗶𝗹 𝗟𝗶. Alright, let's also add a little bit of connection between these two pathways, so that way it doesn't look too bloody jarring. So there you go. A little bit of like reason to go up through this pathway here, so that makes a little bit of extra sense. Okay, so how do I split this area up into multiple buildings? Let's build the perimeter first, so that way we know where everything is first of all. So I guess we're just going to follow like a simple routine, just building the outlines of the buildings first, or like the perimeter where we can fit in like buildings, and then start formatting how many buildings are going to be in this plot of land and all that stuff. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, this would have to be a diagonal freaking wall of some kind, so that's going to be lovely. But then again, we can make some right-angled walls through here. So that might work, I guess. I have no idea, honestly. Alright, another pillar for here, and these can just be normal wall blocks. Or actually, no, these would have to be accent blocks, because it's right next to these areas over here. So that's going to be lovely for us to deal with. Alright, there we go. I'll just add some accent blocks around through here. Actually, no, I want to make these. I need to make these into black glass blocks here so we can indicate that's where all the walls are going to be. Just like so. Then we add some light gray glass around through here. There we go. Just like so. Alright. This looks oddly way too straight. So we'll definitely need to put like some accents or extrusions around through here to make this a little bit more better, I guess. If you want to talk to someone, just give me a call in Discord. I mean, I'm perfectly fine, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 as far as I know, so I don't really think I would need to talk to anybody so far in Discord, but I appreciate the offer though, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹. Appreciate it. But yeah, overall I'm doing okay though, so should be fine. Yeah, no problem, mate. But yeah, hopefully everything is gonna go pretty well for you, mate. So far, you pretty much have your life like set up ahead of yourself, so that sounds pretty reassuring. So hopefully everything goes pretty well for you then, mate. Alright, go over here. Yeah, I might just need to fit this a little bit better. Just like so. Okay. Yeah, it looks a little bit more better for like adding a building through here, so that's perfect. No idea what the frick we're gonna do around through here, so let me just quickly add the wall blocks here. Just to see how much extra space we have in the internals and see if that's gonna work out for us or not. I mean, apart from me being sick, I don't think there really isn't that much wrong with me as far as I know. Like, mentally wise, I don't think there is a huge problem I have. Pretty much a lot of things are just like work related and like just dealing with like all the Twitch related work and all that stuff, but that's nothing really related to me personally. So overall, I'm doing alright. Yeah, pretty much I'm doing pretty alright, like mentally and like personally and all that stuff, but in terms of work, everything's just been a little bit stressful, but that's basically me. But yeah, currently I'm a little bit sick because COVID-19 beats stupid, but overall I'm doing okay. Just chilling around through here and just enjoying the chill vibes. I do wish that COVID-19 can go frick itself, though, because it sucks. And I hate when people say it's not a big deal. It is still a freaking big deal. Okay, I'm gonna move this a little bit. Oh yeah, all the wall blocks are done. So I'm gonna move this just a small bit forward. See if that's gonna work well for us. Unless it doesn't, then I would be mad, I guess. Alright, go over here. Place down some, like, gray blocks over here. What? You just called out for me. What is it, Moschino? Do you need something right now? Why do you do the meow? I'm trying to do a stream right now. Meow. Do you want to say something? Do you want to say something, Moschino? She's just staring at my. Oh, what are you reaching? You want to say something now? You want to say something? Do you want to say something? Oh my god. Now I have a phone call I need to reach, and I don't have the my phone's on the other side of the room, so I'll be right back in 1 second. Ah! Where's... Hello? Yeah, this is Dan. Not right now, unfortunately. Could I be able to, like, talk in, like, an hour's time right now? Alright, that's great then. Bye. Great, it's working. It's like a freaking application for like some freaking government bloody allowances and whatnot that I need to deal with later on. Yeah, I know, Han. How you doing, my Pepe? Hope you're doing alright so far. But anyway. Great, so I need to, like, deal with, like, a phone call in, like, an hour's time with, in terms of, like, government-related stuff. So that's gonna be lovely. Moschino, what are you doing? She's legitimately trying to reach for my arm. Okay, you want to say hello to everybody, I guess? Since everyone wants to, like, since you really want to grab my attention, I guess? Huh? You want to grab my attention? As a cat? You want to ruin my life and just, like... go and yell at me all the time? What is it, Moschino? You can talk right now. You can speak to the world. What do you want to say to the entire world, Moschino? She's staring at me. Nope, she doesn't want to talk. Okay, anyway. I guess you guys don't get to see Cat because she doesn't give a shite about anything. Like legitimate, she doesn't care. She legitimately does not want to, like, get any sort of attention after I, like, gave her the mic. Cats, I swear to God. Okay, anyway. Oh, great, now she's on my shelf now. Okay, we're all gonna be doomed. We're all gonna be doomed now. Anyway, there's no way we're gonna fit, like, a proper doorway over here, so that's gonna be completely and utterly scuffed, I guess. Oh, God, this is gonna be really, really messy, I guess. We should probably move this extrusion a little bit to the left, and that should be completely fine. Anyway, what is cat? I only know loaf. I mean, the loaf is currently just... What are you doing up over there? Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to show you guys what the loaf is doing right now, because we still haven't reached the next level of this XP bar, and so far, nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed right now, guys. All you have to do is, like, throw in some bits or, like, throw in some, like, tier 1 subs and that bar is going to move, but so far it's not moving. It ain't moving right now, which is a big sad. Oh well, we'll just keep going around through here. Anyway, the government call you for what? Do you have to commit war crimes or the irony and stuff like that? No, it's an application that I have to verify. They're probably wanting to, like, see if I'm a real person at the moment, because I did, like, an application for, like, some, like, allowances and whatnot, because here in New Zealand you can apply for, like, government support for, like, studies and stuff like that, which is pretty cool, but also at the same time their process is extremely tedious, but overall it's better than nothing. Anyway,
I won't qualify as human.
I won't qualify as human, but thank you for the 10 bits, I guess, Pepe. Pepe the Frog saying they're from Harvard and able to, like, afford expensive stuff says I would have sub, but I'm poor. So that's a little bit more stuff to really see, I guess, in this chat. Anyway, what the frick am I reading in this chat anymore? I'm so freaking done with reading this chat. Alright, anyway. Yeah, how the frick are we gonna structure like some proper like buildings around through here? We have this so much like empty space here. One very wacky idea I can think of is to add like a doorway through here, but I kind of want to keep this area free. So, guess we'll just have to, like, occupy these spaces as much as possible, I guess? Don't know how well that's going to go.
What do you mean? I'm spending student loans on you.
I mean, that's a really stupid idea, 𝗶𝗶𝗶𝗹, but at least you're giving me bits, I guess, but appreciate it. Though, yeah, that's a pretty stupid idea if you're, like, spending, like, part of your student loan onto me. That's just really bad. That might be a little bit bad, honestly. But, oh, well, it's your money. Moschino, why are you doing this? You guys can actually see the cat, actually. You know what? Fine. Cat reveal, real quick. You can see a little bit of the cat over here, trying to like ruin my life in the distance. Look at this cat. Look at this cat right now. Look at her. Look at this cat. You want to ruin my life by destroying my shelf, you frick? Why are you running away? You cannot run away from me. No, you cannot run away from me. Okay, whatever. That's all the cat reveal you get. That's all the cat reveal you get. That's all you get.
I don't want to hear it. And holy, I saw your face.
No, you did not see my face. You only see my my ears. Get completely and utterly wrecked, you idiots. Face reveal. Oh my god. No, you did not see it. I know, because I saw the preview. You only see the back of my head, and that's not a face reveal. Get owned.
Nice glasses.
Get owned completely. Or anyway, let's see over here. Is there anything else I'm missing around through here? Frick me, I can't even fit proper buildings over here, I guess. Oh well, that's gonna work. Oh my gosh, ears reveal. Well, it's joke's on you wearing headphones, so get even wrecked even further. Wow, oh my gosh, Fox did a face reveal, but it was only like the side of the head, so like it's only like the most generic side of the head you can ever see. I already showed like the side of my head multiple times on like other streams before. You guys are freaking out. Jesus Christ.
I saw your glasses, nerd. I hope you're happy with yourself.
Here's my glasses. Get owned, you fricks. I can show my glasses, but I'm not gonna show my face, you fricks. You guys are so stupid and super desperate for, like, people's, like, freaking identity to be revealed. But I can show my glasses. Like, no one's gonna easily know what a person is from a distance, so get owned. Alright, anyway. Let's see.
What mouse do you have?
You can do !specs and you can see the full list of other peripherals I have, but I'm currently using the Logitech G604. Here's a mouse if you want to take a look at it at a very close distance. It's very oily because I haven't cleaned it that much. And it's also very, very glossy-ish, so it's lovely. Okay, Moschino, what do you want to do that involves destroying my bloody, like, freaking like shelves? Also, by the way, this is the thing that my cat threw down. This is actually some Twitch-branded glasses that I got from like a BitFest that happened last year, and most likely I'll get something that's low quality for this like subfest later on, so it's not really that impressive. What do you want to do that just involves destroying my entire room, Moschino? And now she's gone. She escaped and wants to like immediately leave out of existence. Lovely.
Are you going to the next TwitchCon?
No, because the next TwitchCon is literally halfway around the world or across an ocean that costs $1,000 to fly to. So no, the answer is always automatically no when it comes to TwitchCon. Anyway, I'm gonna be lurking, says 𝗏𝗏. No worries then. You do what you need to do. Show me your face identity, Frood. What the frick are you guys talking about? You know what? You guys really are desperate for people to like show off their face and like expose their identity sometimes. You guys really are just acting very whack.
I will find your bank account and give you money to go.
What? I'm just not gonna comment. What the frick is wrong with these chatters? Anyway, still need to figure out how on earth want to occupy this space. I think I might need to terraform a little bit of this area over here, because so far we have a little bit of like a little bit of a cave that's somewhat in the middle of this entire place, so that's lovely. And I don't think there really is a lot of room we can fit in to build a building in this small area over here. So, we'll see how that goes, I guess. If you go to TwitchCon, we will go because we got to go. Sorry, we will go to because we know your hairstyle and your glasses. I mean, black hair plus glasses sound like the most generic sort of like identity to somebody in real life. So I don't think you can easily find out who I am. Like, I've been to PAX Australia, and a lot of people don't know who I am still. I don't think I'm that easy to recognize, so yeah. Good luck with that. Anyway, let's just go around through here. Need to get some more netherrack stuff, so that's gonna be lovely. Okay, I need to terraform the frick out of this place. It's so freaking stupid. Oh boy. I don't really understand this chat anymore. This chat really is just not even worthy of reading anymore. Anyway, back to 𝗟𝗶𝗹, I guess. So apart from like a small cat reveal that immediately escaped after I showed her a camera, we're just gonna be continuing the chill vibes, I guess. Because everyone deserves some chill vibes except for some people in the chat, I guess. Oh my goodness, I did already a face reveal with my MC skin reveal. Oh my gosh. What a reveal that is, wow. Anyway. I'm just gonna move a little bit closer over here. Can I move this camera a little bit, not to the right, a little bit like this, so that way you have a little bit more of the fox boy there. There we go.
There is nothing as sure as silence.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
I'm gonna
move a little bit closer.
Understand the secrets of myself. 𝗦ci𝗰𝗶𝗹.
All right. Anyway, back to work. I'm just gonna focus on chill vibes because that's what I really need right now. Not some people just being weirdos in the chat, I guess. I don't even know what the frick what Pepe really wants to throw in the chat, so I'm just not gonna comment. Just 0 comments. I'm gonna probably increase the width of this terrain by a small bit around through here. There we go. Anyway, the pure irony of Pepe saying that they're broke and they cannot afford a sub, but yet is still throwing in bits. Like, bruh. I don't know what is more inconsistent, your wallet or your freaking like messages in the chat. Did you change the TDS voice to Brian? No. I'm not changing the TDS voice. It would stay as Justin, and I don't care. Plus, Justin still has, like, very wacky, like, sound effects, but as long as no one knows, at least I will not get completely pissed off with Justin. Alright, anyway. God, my throat is really stupid. Brian's so much more fun. Well, I don't give a frick. Because I know for a fact people are going to abuse that and ruin my life even further, so the answer is always automatically no. I'm not going to switch the bloody TDS voice to something that's more spammy. Justin's already spammy as it is anyway, so yeah, no. Let's see. Oh my god, this is such a very wackily shaped building. I don't think there really is a lot of space we can work with in terms of this stupid terrace. In fact, this would probably have to be like, this building would probably have to overlap a little bit over the edge of this cliff face, but oh well. We'll probably just live with it, I guess. Anyway. I have to sign some papers for my exam at the end of the scholastic year, or just school year. That's no worries then, 𝗦ici𝗰𝗶𝗹. Hopefully that goes pretty well, and hopefully nothing too whack happens while doing all of that, so hopefully you do pretty well on those papers then. And hopefully nothing too yikes happens from, like, signing those papers, maybe. I'm not too sure if, like, the word signing is the right word, though, but yeah. Hopefully that doesn't go too terribly. What the frick is this chat anymore? I don't freaking know. Alright, looking pretty alright. I mean, this building's not great. There really isn't a lot of work or a lot of room we can work with, but it's spacious. At least we're able to build some stuff inside this stupid building. It's just that the cliff face that's on is very, very rough and very whack in some ways, so... Oh well, that's gonna be lovely then. That's always gonna be lovely to work with. Yeah, that's better than nothing, I guess. Alright, that should be basically all the buildings over here on this terrace sorted out. So let's see if we can try and work out the rest of the bottom terraces over here, or the bottom plots of land over here, I guess. Also, let me just say this for mail. No one has ever redeemed the in-stream channel point reward for only 250,000 channel points. So that's all the answer that you're gonna get for like a face reveal redemption. Alright. How many buildings can we fit around through here? I feel like we can fit like multiple buildings here, maybe 2. But I don't know if this plot of land will be big enough around through here, I guess. Phoenix Australia says only 250,000 and then does crying and laughing emoji or whatever like that. Yeah, but no one has ever redeemed it though. That's the thing. How can I reassure you guys that we're like getting a freaking $1 million like channel point reward is even worth it if no one is gonna redeem a 250,000 channel point reward? You get what I'm saying?
You've got mail.
You get what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense if I like add like a large reward of no one even getting the larger. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense, and no one even gives a shite about it. So unless that freaking redemption is actually like activated, I'm just gonna not care. I'm just gonna straight up not care then. Anyway, do you still go to school? Says 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹. I mean, currently, I would still have, like, university classes I would need to deal with, but right now I'm currently on break, so technically I'm still not... what's the word? Technically I'm in university, but currently we're on break right now, so next year I'll be back in university classes doing my second year of, like, studies and all that stuff, so technically I'm still in school, but it's tertiary studies, so it's, like, very chill school. So that's basically all I can really say about that. Anyway... How you doing, by the way, Big Bang, by the way? What? Meow? What? Meow? What do you want, Machino? Why are you yelling in a very weird manner? What do you want? What do you want as a cat? I cannot give you attention at the moment. Meow. Yeah, I know there's a plane outside. What do you want to say, Machino? Meow. Okay, anyway, there you go. You want to say that? You want to say that to the rest of the world? If I bring you up close to the mic, what are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? Okay, I'm gonna grab the Machino and see what she wants to say. Come on, Machino. Nope, now she wants to leave. She wants to leave now. No words, just bam. Oh, you want to come back here and talk to everybody? You want to talk to everybody right now? I don't mind that. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna grab you, Machino. And now she leaves. She leaves immediately when I try to grab her. Okay, whatever. She just doesn't care. What's up? What? I'm not letting you outside. You're an indoor cat, and the last time you've been outside, you're trying to kill something. So no. Please, Machino, I'm not going to be able to play with you right now. Anyway, what inspired you for the name of the cat? Well, I did not name her. Her name is based out of, like, okay, so... The origin of her name is basically that her family of, like, other cats and whatnot are named after, like, Japanese food. So her name is Mochi, after the dessert mochi. And, her, like, siblings are actually named Sushi and, like, other Japanese food and stuff like that. So that's why her name is Mochi. And since Mochi is not really a very... I mean, it's a very common name for a cat. So we just often just, like, throw in, like, a different way of pronouncing it. So I just call her Machino. Like similar to like cappuccino, but then we just add the, yeah, you get the idea. And so far, like, that's basically the origin of her name. It's because her siblings are named after other, like, Japanese food. It's incredible, isn't it? But yeah, she's a very interesting name, I guess. Okay, very particular, but very cool, indeed. I mean, that's basically the origin of the name of Mochi, and she is a very Very needy cat, despite her being big and all that stuff. So I don't know what she's asking for, but she is probably asking for attention, which is something I cannot give her right now. Because I have, like, a freaking phone call I need to make in an hour. I have, like, the stream I need to deal with. So that's gonna be lovely. Anyway, isn't mochi a type of dough? I mean, kind of. It's also dessert. That's why it's often, like, sought after, like, commodity, is that the word? Or just sought after dessert here in, like, Japan? It's pretty well known. Anyway, Weikling's gonna come back in a few seconds. That's no worries. You do what you need to do. Anyway, hopefully my cat is not gonna be like an absolute nuisance for the rest of the stream, I guess. But I guess that adds a little bit of extra content, so I guess that is something I would like to ask for, maybe. But who knows? Who knows for sure? Right, so this building here, or these buildings here, are in a very... what's the word? Very whack shape. That's all I'm gonna really say right now. They're not really in a good position for me to really work with too much, but we could theoretically make some buildings out of these areas here. It still looks very, very rough, though. How the frick do I make these into proper buildings? I don't freaking know. Okay, let's see. We have this building over here. That is there, I guess. And I don't know how we're gonna make this easier for ourselves. Let me try and like plan this out a little bit. So we could probably build like a wall that goes around through here, maybe? Would that be spacious enough for us to work with? We have this stupid gap though over here. So we have... that looks extremely tight though for a building though. This is a terrible predicament, and I hate it. I hate it so much, and I hate it. Yeah, I just hate this entire predicament of forming buildings. Holy frick. Maybe we just build like a wall that goes like this. Having a building that goes somewhat like this could work. Straight line through here, that'll be kind of jarring over here, so let's try maybe moving a little bit of extra room for this area here. That could work. Having like some sort of like a wall division like this could work, and then we have an entrance through here, but this space over here is so very super small. But it's better than the alternative, so I might go for this route then. Two buildings through here, and we'll see if that would look good or not. But yeah, I have a bad feeling this is not gonna go very well, I guess. I have no idea. Anyway, Weikling says I'm back. Welcome back, Weikling. Alright, let's go around through here, I guess. Fill in all these spots here. Can we make this into a double door entrance? Sure, why not, I guess. These all look very janky buildings, but oh well, it's better than nothing, I guess. So this could all work. Yeah, I guess this would work well for like some buildings. It looks really janky though, but it's better than nothing. Right, what can we do to occupy this space? I kind of want to make this into like one whole building, but thanks to this diagonal over here, I don't think it's going to really work out very well if we go for that route. So we're probably just going to make things a little bit simple and just make these into like two different buildings then. Because there really isn't that much areas to work around through here, or really negotiate around through here, I guess. So that's always lovely. That's always a lovely thing to deal with. God, my throat's really stupid today. Thanks, COVID, for being an absolute freaking bloody arse. Alright, there we go. Now our outline and perimeter over here. There we go. Alright, let's see how this area will look. Whoops. Freaking place the blocks in the wrong way. Like, completely. God damn it. There we go. How many vaccines did I take for COVID-19? I took my, so I took the main two that you need to take that are mandatory, or not just mandatory, but like necessary. And I also took a booster. I haven't had my second booster yet. So that's the only thing I haven't gotten yet. But pretty much I'm like fully covered plus like an extra booster. But I would want to get like the second booster though, because that would be pretty useful. Anyway, let's keep going over here. I really love this soundtrack so much. I mean, it's not really a soundtrack, it's a nice track though. Well, I think since I only have one booster of the vaccine, so that's pretty fair then. I mean, I think like people having only one booster is still like somewhat the norm. It's only like been slowly rolled out that people are getting 2 boosters now. So it's just a very slow progress, I guess, with like getting the next booster shots set up, I think. But it's gradually getting there, I think. Alright, we're gonna need to make a bit of a diagonal sort of opening over here, I guess, because there really isn't a lot of space over here, which is really bloody annoying. Okay, maybe we can add like another... Oh my god. Okay, we need to make a diagonal wall over here. There's no way we can fit like a proper sort of like alternative to this area here. There we go. Because yeah, this area over here is way too narrow, so we'll need to make this a little bit more of a diagonal wall then. Oh well, that's lovely then. This would have to be a single building then, because there's no way we can make this into like multiple different bloody buildings. I'm gonna get rid of this sort of weird ledge because it's super whack. The problem is the fact that Italy cares sometimes. Wait, what? Italy care sometimes sucks. I'm presuming that's the healthcare in Italy. And if it's, since it would suck sometimes, it's gonna be a bit of a wacky mess to deal with then. I mean, considering that Italy was one of the first few countries that kind of got completely destroyed, like medically, because of COVID-19, I'm not too surprised that would happen, which is stupid. So yeah, hopefully conditions get a bit better than in freaking bloody like Italy a little bit. But yeah, that's big yikes. All right, anyway. Yeah, we probably should build like an entrance. Should I put an entrance over here or over here? I think it would make sense if we build an entrance over here, because that would make a little bit of extra sense. You can piss off. I don't know where the frick you guys are coming from, but you guys are really bloody annoying, you freaking piglin shites. Okay. So that looks pretty good. I don't think there was anything I'm missing over here, so that should be fine. Okay, so yeah, this would just have to be a single building then, so that's going to be somewhat annoying. But that should be fine, I guess. I really love how like Pepe the Frog is really wanting to test our patience a little bit. Absolutely lovely. If you're wondering what the glass layout is, you can do !guide by the way in the chat. There's a nice sort of like guide about what different types of glass is being used and all that stuff. So that's pretty handy if you want to take a look learn a little bit more about what this entire system is all about. Okay, let me just quickly add the perimeter around through here because I'm still kind of... Why do I have so much netherrack in my inventory? Let me just deal with that real quick. Still need to figure out what the heck is this perimeter over here is going to work out because it doesn't... Something about it just doesn't feel right to me for whatever reason. Alright. Could it be possible that we can make an extrusion over here? Because I don't know if this will make this building a little bit more interesting to look at. There really isn't that much depth to this building. There's only one way to find out, as always. Anyway, there's no red glass because it's pretty much like there really isn't much of a major description about the red glass except it just being the main block that's being used for like spawn proofing. So that's why I didn't really add too much about the red glass. There really isn't any detail really about red glass anyway. It's just the main block that we're going to be using for spawn proofing. Anyway, see you later then, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗟. Hopefully you get some good rest. And hopefully, I guess I could see you next time, maybe. When are you going to start not streaming again? What the frick does that even mean? Alright, anyway. Let's just keep going around through here. Also, streaming is not my career anyway. It's just a nice hobby that I always like to keep going for. So even though it's not giving me like any sort of good income, it's still something I still enjoy. But yeah, my brain hurts. Sorry I had to go to bed. It was nice to join back to your stream, man. I hope you get some nice time. Sorry, I hope you have some time. Sorry. Hope I see you sometime in the future, but in the case we don't see, good morning, good evening, good night. Yeah, hopefully see you next time as well then, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗟. A nice Truman reference though, or Truman Show reference. But yeah, hopefully see you next time as well then, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗋. Be sure to get some good rest as well, mate. Alright. Did I make this much more shorter? Or did I just not change anything? I need to move this a little bit to the left so we have a little bit more extra space around through here. Are you ever going to quit? Not really anytime soon as far as I know in terms of streaming yet. There's like a lot of reasons why I would consider quitting, but for the foreseeable future I don't really have like an urgency to quit anytime soon. It's always something in like the back of my mind though, because some idiots really want to make my life such a miserable hell. Anyway, really love you, man. Keep it up, G. No worries then, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗋. Hopefully see you next time, and best of luck to you as well then, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗋. Hopefully everything goes pretty well for you, mate. God, I love listening to this track so much. Such a nice track to listen to as well. If I get donated like $1 million, like I'll just take the money and not really end streaming anyway. Because it's still like streaming. And plus, I don't think anyone with the condition of like telling me to stop streaming if I give them $1 million is gonna give me $1 million anyway. So, it's whatever really. What building is going to occupy this space? This seems like a very awkwardly shaped building, but at the same time, I kind of want to keep it. But I don't know what this building's purpose is going to be. Maybe like a tavern or something like that, because it kind of has the shape of like a tavern that I kind of like. So we could kind of work that sort of thing over here for the meantime. Or work that sort of idea out over here. We can add like another double door over here. We have like 2 entrances, so I guess this can kind of work as like a bit of a tavern, which could fit pretty well. I don't know what else to really emphasize for this building though, but it might be a pretty sick spot for a tavern. Alright, let's go around through the edges here, make sure we have enough basalt pillars occupying the corners a little bit, and see how that would go. Alright, just get bonked, you stupid idiots here. Alright, let's see. That's not gonna work. Let's go over here. Trying to make sure I can match this sort of like building layout to the rest of the roads through here, because some of it is just not fitting very well. Alright, so this is going to be occupied by multiple buildings. I'm just wondering how on earth are we going to fit like a lot of different buildings around through here? Or what is going to be the size of each of these buildings? They would have to be like square shaped anyway, because that's going to make more sense. We'll just need to put the accent walls around through here so we know what the perimeter is for the overall buildings here. We'll see how that will look. Alright, looking pretty good. Gonna add like the inner wall buildings, or not the inner wall buildings. I'm just trying to like place down the guides over here. Make sure we know there's enough like internal space. I'll definitely need to figure out if there's like an entrance over here I can work with over here. That sort of like a lack of extrusion might be a bit detrimental, so we'll see how that would go. Place this back over here. Even my throat is really trying to annoy me. Frick off, throat. Alright, there we go. Just some chill vibes. Really like this sort of vibe in the stream though. And hopefully it will stay that way. Alright. I can hear my cat in the background again, I swear to God. If that cat keeps asking me for more attention, I swear to God almighty. Then again, I have no idea what this cat really wants from me. Okay, let's go back over here. Still might need to make an extrusion over here to make sure everything looks pretty neat. God, it's getting slightly more warmer. Don't think this jumper's gonna really help me that much if that's the case then. It's only like, what, 21.5 degrees Celsius? So why does it feel so much more warmer now? Jesus Christ. Alright. Should be fine then. God, this stupid jumper's really in a very uncomfortable position. Okay, fix all that. Should be all good. Yeah, that seems to be pretty alright. Probably just need to go around through here and see how that would work. Whoops. Alright. Add some glass through here. Have a nice sort of entranceway to whatever bloody building this is going to be. Alright, that's enough. I'm gonna be done with this person water once in a while. Anyway, hi Blue. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice. I'm with the 2 gifted, by the way. Oh, great. Now we're finally turning this back to an actual subathon. How you doing, by the way, though, Blue? Hope you're doing pretty nice. I am so exhausted reading such wacky messages in the chat, but thank you for the 2 gifted, though. Hope your day's been doing pretty nice so far, mate. Great, thanks. Nice. Glad to hear you've been doing pretty well. Alright, let's see. We still need to deal with whatever bloody areas are left for this building. But yeah, glad to hear you're doing pretty nice so far. Still got the COVID, so that's lovely. But yeah, hopefully everything's been going pretty alright, and hopefully your summer's also doing pretty well. How's the Subathon going? So far, kinda fricked. I mean, apart from like you being the only one being able to gift subs for today's stream, everything's been oddly chill, I guess. Today on Fox News, how's your illness, mate? I mean, Fox News wouldn't just say that the freaking like COVID-19 illnesses are all a hoax, so that's kind of inaccurate. But anyway, hope you're doing pretty well so far, Ultras. But yeah, overall, I've been doing alright so far. My throat is, however, trying its best to ruin my life in every single degree possible. Because there's already been a meme already that my throat and my nose want to team up and ruin my life, and that's exactly what's happening right now. It's trying to gunk up, like, the airways between my lungs and my, like, vocal cords, and it's really, really annoying to try and both breathe and talk at the same time. It sucks. But overall, it's manageable, I guess. It could be way worse, but honestly, it's better than nothing, I guess. But overall, other than that, I've been doing okay. I'm not bedridden, which is a good thing. Whereas my rest of my family has been also getting COVID-19 and also been slightly bedridden. So for my case of like being bedridden has already been over, but just my nose and my throat being stupid is just a thing that I deal with. How you breathe and talk at the same time? Well, you don't, but naturally, you would have to breathe automatically, or else you're just gonna like start getting lightheaded and all that stuff whenever you talk and stuff like that. However, due to the fact of being sick and all that stuff, that sort of like automatic sort of like mechanism that you usually get, usually has a problem and gets blocked because of all the phlegm and mucus and all that stuff that happens, and therefore you start choking on your own mucus and then you just have an irritating time. Which as a streamer is not great, you know. Whenever I like try and speak out loud, my throat says, haha, frick you, and then I suffer. And that's what's happening right now. It sucks. So, yeah, that's what I have to deal with every single time I have to like stream with freaking COVID-19. Anyway, I still somehow avoided it despite all my friends getting it with the last couple of weeks or so. I mean, you're lucky so far, still Blue. I mean, honestly, once you get COVID-19, it is going to suck quite a bit. But it also depends on whether you're going to get, like, mild symptoms, and by the definition of mild, apparently. Mild apparently means you get bedridden with chills and aches, and then you also have to deal with, like, a lot of coughing, snots, maybe a few fevers and whatnot. And depending on how long you get bedridden, it's going to last from either a single day or multiple days, so that's apparently mild. Which I highly disagree with the definition of mild, but oh well. That's mild. That's mild symptoms for you, and that's gonna suck. Yeah, I think I will simply just not get it. Yeah, I think that is a very good plan. Because I would not wish this onto anybody voluntarily. It's gonna suck. Just don't get COVID-19 and just wear a mask as much as possible. I hate when people are saying like masks are finally not necessary and think that's all the freedom that you're gonna get. No. You're gonna still be like sick and bedridden at some point, and that's just better. Sorry, that's just not really worthy of like getting so much more freedom through not breathing through a mask. Like it's just, yeah, it's gonna suck though. Absolutely gonna suck. Anyway, all these buildings look to be pretty good so far. I don't think there really is anything that looks a little bit too wackily different, so we're just gonna need to add some basalt pillars on the edges here. I am starting to get a little bit hungry and lightheaded, which is a bad sign. I still have like some fries that I have for breakfast, but all these are dry AF. Yeah. Not great. I don't have any biscuits or anything like that, so I'm probably gonna perish after a while. Which is not great for me. But overall, it's not too bad, I guess. Anything else I missed around through here? Just had to fill in these corners here with some basalt pillars. But I think those are pretty good shapes for buildings, I guess. This looks way too flat, but I might as well just add some proper accent stuff later on in the future. But yeah, there really isn't that much we can do around through here. Anyway, I'm gonna get some breakfast. Don't tell me you just woke up right now. But yeah, good old university life, I guess. But yeah, you get some good breakfast, and be sure to get some good rest as well. You do what you need to do. Sorry, sexist, but then you immediately mentioned Chinese. What? Alright, anyway. Alright, is it true the Chinese here, I see them wearing masks, still makes me happy because COVID is still out there? I mean, like, people living in Asia have already been dealing with, like, the habits of wearing masks because of, like, SARS and MERS happening in, like, recent times. So we've already got the habit of, like, wearing masks. It's Western countries that are just having the sort of, like, culture shock of wearing a mask all the time. But yeah, I think the word you're trying to mean is racist, but it's not really racist in that sort of way, because here in Asia, like, in Asia, they already have, like, cases before where there was, like, SARS and, like, other, like, illnesses that were spreading around, so it was, like, a mandatory sort of, like, thing from the government, from those countries to wear masks, or, like, general populace to wear masks, and that just basically breed into, like, a sort of mask-wearing culture that really helps to, what's the word? Stop those, like, illnesses from spreading much more rapidly compared to COVID-19. However, COVID-19 is much more infectious, so even if we had those sort of, so even though those countries had those sort of, like, mask-wearing sort of cultures, it's still spread like a wildfire, which is pretty yikes, but a lot of people are still able to, like, get used to the culture of wearing masks all the time. Which I envy in, like, a lot of, compared to, like, other Western countries which don't give a shite. Which is really, really handy, especially during the early days of the pandemic where wearing a mask is pretty useful. So yeah. Yeah, I know, but some people doesn't know that, so people just say, well, that's racist. Well, I don't know what else to really say about that, but oh well. But yeah, it's all down to, like, a lot of, like, customs back then, thanks to, like, other, like, illnesses that were also spreading around during that time. I wouldn't really say it's racist, though. It's really, like, a sort of formed culture that came about because of, like, illnesses and diseases that came back. Or not came back, but came during, like, the early, like, 2000s and all that stuff. But a shame, though, that the entire, like, culture of it has been questioned as of recently. Even though it is proven to be effective. So wearing masks is still a thing to still get used to. Right, fill these edges over here, add some more, not basalt pillars, add some more, like, accent, like, walls over here, so we can detail where all the accents are going to be. I'm gonna actually eat some of the fries that I still have left, because I am still starving. It's so dry, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Holy hell, it's so dry. How you doing, my way, desk block? Did you find that lily pads and other miscellaneous stats got reset with the stats tracker plugin in each login? The stats tracker plugin. What type of plugin are you using then? Because I've never heard of that sort of, like, stats tracker plugin, I think. I don't think that really does a huge thing also, I think. Anyway. Let's see, right over here. Is there anything else I'm missing? How are we going to split this up into multiple buildings, though? That is the thing I need to worry about. Because there's a lot of spaces here, but they all have to be different buildings. Oh, frick me. What we could try and do is like a diagonal sort of like wall through here, but that's going to be very tight for this part of the building over here, so that's annoying. In-game stats. The lily pads and miscellaneous other stats go reset with the stats tracker called in-game stats. Wait, you mean the in-game stats, like, indicator over here? That one. Like, I don't think lily pads has got reset? I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen any, like, reset stats as a result of that. Because it's basically... Because, the in-game stats plugin that I'm using reads off the statistics that, you deal with it. So if you're getting some hard resets each login, that might be a storage issue. But it could be wrong. But usually if your stats are getting reset all of a sudden, it could be a storage issue. So double check how much storage you're assigning, like your .minecraft instance and all that stuff. It could be something that's very, very whack on your end in terms of storage. Because that happened when I was playing like a Hardcore World back in February. The stats reset due to like a large problem with like my storage that was allocated for my Minecraft instance, so that might be the case for that, but it could be something completely different, so I don't really know. But yeah, that's pretty concerning though. Anyway, buildings. How do I split this up into multiple buildings? Let me just try and like get a better idea what the perimeter inside here looks like first of all. I could be missing out some important details around through here. That could be one reason to locked, but I'm not too sure if that's the main cause though. It could be for like a lot of different reasons, and I don't know exactly what it could be. And yes, this hardcore world started in 2020, so this has already been like 2 years and 5 months old. It will be like 2 years and 6 months old once we reach December 10th, so this is a pretty old boy-ish world. Though there's like other worlds I've seen that are way older than mine, so don't think it's really too old. But still, it's still going pretty strong after 2 years, which is pretty bloody amazing. Alright, so we got that sort of like sorted out. So how on earth do I split this into multiple bloody buildings? One thing I could try and do is probably extrude a little bit of this wall over here, so we can have a little bit of extra space through here, I guess. Just adding a little bit of extra space over here will be pretty nice, and I don't think that will harm a little bit for this area. Let's see if we can maximize as much space as possible around through this building. But yeah, this is gonna be very tight though. Yeah, that's a very tight, like, extra amount of space. But hey, that adds a little bit of extra space, I guess. Oh, frick me. Does Loaf agree with you streaming as King Shard? I mean, she doesn't care, so I would assume she just thinks that it's okay, I guess. Anyway, let me just drink some water, because I'm legitimately beginning to starve, which I don't like. Stay hydrated. But yeah, I'm kind of now stuck with this, because we need to find a way to build like some entrances for this building. Okay, let's just manually add some entrances and see how we can go. Let's add like an entrance, probably asymmetrically over here, so that way it doesn't collide with this entrance over there. Having an entrance over here would be pretty nice. I'm also using free netherite pickaxe, so I'm breaking extra blocks, which is not ideal. What we could do is probably like add a diagonal wall through here. No, that's actually gonna look very unneat. Never mind. Frick me, how do I make this building look good? We can split this area then. I'm gonna try splitting this building a little bit, so we can have this area be occupied by that space. And then this area just having its own space, maybe. So maybe just a straight line? Would this work? I don't know. But it might work out, I guess. We just have to flatten this sort of wall over here, but that might be a little bit jarring in some ways. But considering that the rest of the buildings here have that same sort of, like, design pattern, I guess it fits well. Oh god, I don't know how well this is going to go. Anyway, yeah, I've heard about like the snapshots now allowing like ambient mob sounds being played through node blocks and adding a mob head, which is pretty interesting. But all I can see, the only thing I can think of like that will be that sort of like sound effects are going to be used for is just people trolling other people in like SMPs and stuff like that. Where people are just going to make this sort of like, you know those annoying door like noise machines? They're just going to basically do that again, but with mob sounds. And I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen with like people doing those using those ambient sounds and stuff like that. It's just going to be really annoying. But at the same time, it might be pretty useful to use for like certain like ambient space like sort of levels and all that stuff, so I might be pretty excited, or might be interested to see how that would go later on in the future, or what the use case for those sort of things will be used for the future, I guess. But yeah, that's so far the only major use case I can think of when it comes to like using those ambient sounds. Just someone making a very annoying noise machine out of them. Yeah, Minecraft the troll update, amazing. Is Loaf hungry yet? I mean, considering that she has like a bowl full of food, I'm presuming she's not hungry. Because usually if she's hungry, she'll just meow at me to like escort her to her like room and then she just eats. Or she just eats by herself, so I doubt that she's hungry right now. Okay, looking pretty good around through here. I just have to make sure these corners are all occupied, but I think everything looks to be pretty good. Now, someone placing a creeper one and making a friend poop themselves or something like that, or just get scared crapless. Like, sure, yeah, that could definitely happen. But yeah, it's basically like an entire troll update of some kind, or troll-like feature. But who knows, it might be pretty useful for some people later on, but who knows. For now, I can see like a lot of troll purposes for that entire like sort of feature, so... Oh well, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think this is a pretty okay shape for these buildings, because I can't think of anything else that could fit pretty well over here. Now, I'm starving right now, which I'm worried about, because we only have 27 more minutes left in the stream, but I'm going to quickly grab some... Okay, I might as well just show this POV, I guess, or should I throw in the be right back POV? Yeah, I'm gonna throw in the 3 be right back POV because I want you guys to enjoy 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹 just spinning in a boat, I guess. But I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get something to eat or grab a snack because I'm starving right now and I need to eat something or else I'm just gonna faint and die. So enjoy 1 minute of ads if you are not yet subscribed, I guess. I'm gonna quickly get something to eat and you enjoy 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗃 just spinning in a boat real quick. I'm starving right now. Jesus Christ. Ah. Also, is the ad gonna play or not? Yeah, it's playing now. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Got some Ritz crackers, so that's gonna probably help us a little bit. Anyway, how you doing, by the way, Misty? Hope you're doing pretty well, by the way. Look at these Ritz crackers. I need some food anyway. I'm starving like hell. It's almost... I mean, it's only like an hour until lunch, but... For whatever bloody reason, I'm still bloody hungry. Oh well. Okay, let's just get ourselves, keep going, I guess. Back to some more work. At least I got some nice crackers I can eat for a while. I should probably wear my wristband. Alright, see you later then, Ultra. Hopefully see you next time. Be sure to get some good rest as well. And, hopefully see you next time, I guess. Hopefully. Alright, so we got these buildings sorted out. What else do we still need to work out, I guess? I mean, these buildings look pretty alright, I guess. Better than nothing, but could be way better in some ways. But overall, not too bad. God damn, I'm still hungry. Probably would need to get some more crackers after a while. What about these spaces over here? For these areas, what I'm thinking about is probably turning this into like a market area of some kind, because I cannot really fit any proper buildings around through here. Over here, though, I could fit some buildings, but I'm still kind of puzzled about what to occupy over here in these areas over here, I guess. So that's still something that I'll need to like deal with. I'm probably gonna move my mic or like the camera a little bit to the left, a little bit upward as well, so I can move a little bit forward. There we go. That looks a little bit more better. Alright, let's keep going around through here. Add some more buildings, I guess, and see how we can go. Yeah, we can add some extrusions around through here, so this is going to be a pretty useful area to, like, probably build some buildings, I guess. No, I'm not too sure about this lower terrace, though. That's going to be a huge issue that we need to, like, work around. But we'll probably persevere in some way. Alright, there we go. Get some more blocks around through here. God, my throat is really annoying today. Still 22 more minutes left. So we're still making some pretty, somewhat decent progress. Is that long enough? That's not big enough. Holy frick. This area over here is only like 1 block wide in terms of like a proper wall. So that's going to be something that we might need to quickly edit a little bit, or just add a little bit of extra netherrack over here for. Good old terraforming stuff we still need to work with. Oh, lovely. Alright, there we go. Open that up. Let's quickly add the accent sort of like a perimeter here, so that way we can see what we're missing. At least eating those snacks has told me my stomach to finally like shut up for a little bit, so at least I'm not going to faint during today's stream, thankfully. But yeah, it does feel very, like, weirdly nauseous and lightheaded to just be suddenly hungry all the time. It's such a very, annoying thing to deal with, especially once you get older. Alright, we can make a bit of a bigger room through here. Then we can add another sort of like, oh, that's a very narrow passage, though. And then 1 block wide, so let's not go for that. How about that? Yeah, that's a little bit more spacious. So this is gonna be very close to like the edge of like this area over here. Don't know what exactly we'll be able to allocate the space for, but I want to allocate this area for like a market, like sort of space or road of some kind, because that would be pretty sick. But yeah, it's gonna be very, very complex to like get that all in like a sort of delicate balance between like buildings and like different markets? What's the word? I don't know. Different buildings around through here, maybe. Also, I love this track as well. Really nice, cheerful track. Alright. Should I raise this or lower it? I should probably, like, keep the height as it is, trying to make things as natural as possible, but then again, I don't know if I want to keep it at this height. You know what, I'm gonna raise like the little bit of lower terrain over here to like the same level as the rest of the building, so that way it remains consistent then. Right, let's get some excess amounts of netherrack and do some light amounts of terraforming as always. God, I love dealing with terraforming stuff. Alright, there we go. Let's see how that would look so far. I mean, we can easily make up some spaces around through here, so that's pretty good. We'll need to quickly edit through the terrain around through here, so that way there's enough space. And I think there's actually plenty of space over here for like market stalls and whatnot, so we can still come up with that sort of idea, which is good. Anyway, I don't even know how the host, like the front page viewership is still going higher and higher, which is pretty whack. But if you're watching in the from the front page, I would recommend you click on the stream embed and join along in the chat if you want. Definitely would like to see more chatters in the chat, because everything's just been pretty much dead. Just dead chat for a little bit, I guess. Alright, there we go. Add some more netherrack stuff. There we go. They just got like a notification already. Oh great, apparently I just already missed the bloody call. Great! Excellent, it's already been an hour already? Must be already been an hour, that's lovely. Great, now I just have to deal with like, you know, those phone calls pretty soon, so that's gonna be lovely to deal with soon, I guess. Oh, worry about them. And that looks a little bit more neater. This does maybe ask a little more questions about the size of this area here, though. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of space that we can work with, which is pretty worrying. How come the phone calls didn't get through? How come I not even heard any of the phone calls? Unless that happened when I was like trying to get snacks, which is pretty yikes though. Yeah, that's very bizarre then. Yeah, at least there's something I need to worry about by the end of the stream. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. This is definitely the chill vibes I need right now. Alright, there we go. Still need to do some more work around through here. Oh, this is always going to be pretty tedious to break a crap ton of glass. Yes, I know. I need to like freaking bloody like look at my bloody like contacts again. So that's gonna be lovely. Okay, how do I make this slightly more better to live in? So far the shapes of the buildings are way too narrow, and we might be able to like get away with like extruding a little bit over in this direction, but we definitely need to like add some more extrusion around through here, I guess. Pegasus says, how's it from 𝗦cije? What's on your agenda today? How you doing by the way though, Pegasus? Hope you're doing pretty well from 𝗦cije as well. That's pretty nice. We're currently just working on some floor plans for like a Nether City here, so if you want to know a little bit more about that, you can do !project or !building. Either one of those commands would help you a little bit with a little bit more about like what this entire project is all about. But yeah, hope your day's been doing pretty nice so far, Pegasus. Oh boy, so we still need... oh my god. How in the bloody hell do I make this much more spacious? We could theoretically put a pillar over here, then add some like diagonals through here, but would that look neat? Another idea I can think of is probably like adding an extrusion over here. An extra extrusion over here might work pretty well. Maybe that'll work? There's only one way to find out, I guess. But yeah, hope you're doing pretty well so far, Pegasus. Just doing some chill stream stuff, so honestly I wouldn't really talk too much for most of the for the most part. Because there really isn't that much, like, interesting stuff to talk about, except for me rambling about how terrible these buildings are designed. Because I'm working on some floor plans and all that stuff, but if you just want to know a little bit more about what this project is about, you can do !building or !project. Either one of those would help you a little bit of understanding what this entire project is all about. Okay. That seems to be pretty promising. I could move this. Actually, no, that would not look really natural, would it? So yeah, I might add a division of the wall through here, adding another thing over here, and that should be fine. Wow, cool. I hope you're having a blast so far. I mean, overall, it's been a bit of a repetitive process, and everything has been just basically just been chill, I guess, overall. And the stream has kind of like died after a while in terms of chatters and all that stuff. So overall, everything's just been kind of meh. That's all I can really say right now. Everything's just been kind of meh. Nothing great, but nothing absolutely atrocious either, so it's just... yeah, it's just chill. Just chill Minecraft stuff, as always. Oh, frick off. Where the frick are you right now? I can hear you in the background, you stupid gas freak. Like, how are you even spawning in? There's no other space for you to spawn in. Where the frick are you? Are you up over here? Huh? Where the frick is this stupid bloody idiot? You spawned over here. Where is that stupid ghast? Is he above us? What the... Ghast, I swear to god, I have like a very weird tendency to like spawn in like the most cramped up areas. I swear to god. I mean, as long as the freaking like spawn conditions are right apparently, but these freaking idiots are always super obnoxious to spawn in. Okay, anyway. I love dealing with ghasts. I mean, that's what I get for working in the freaking nether for a project, so... this is what I kind of deserve, honestly. Anyway, back to work. Hopefully I just spawned that freaking idiot. Okay, we can add another wall through here just to make things a little bit more consistent. I mean, it's basically the same sort of design, I guess. You can probably add an extrusion through here just to make things a little bit more interesting. Just adding a little bit of things that are interesting would just add a little bit of... That's what the frick am I saying? Just adding a little bit of extra depth and detail to the buildings add a little bit of extra... I don't know, specialness, if that's the right word. A little bit of extra detail and like special looks to like the building, which is something I like to have in some of these areas here. That way it doesn't look always generic all the time, which is very, very common when it comes to buildings like in cities and stuff like that. But not all buildings in like any city usually look very generic, so that's why I try to make a good amount of varieties here. Or variety of different buildings. I cannot speak English anymore. Holy frick. Alright, let's extrude this area a little bit. Move this to the side. Good old nostalgia music. Mice on Venus is always nice to listen to anyway. Alright, looking pretty good. Now I just need to make an extrusion over here for the doorway to this building. Or the entranceway. I don't know what the freaking right word is, but I think it's called the entrance. Also, the wholesome hoe is going low in durability, so we can swap it out to another hoe. There's no preferred tool when it comes to breaking glass, by the way. I'm just using a hoe because if I use a netherrack pickaxe or whatever like that, I'll just accidentally instant mine the bloody like netherrack, which is a very common issue that happens whenever you're trying to like do some specific stuff in the nether. So ideally you want to break glass or any other blocks that aren't easy to break off with like something that's not a netherite pickaxe or a pickaxe in general. It'll make your life a little bit more easier. Part of me feels like I'm making map art, but also part of me is knows that this is just a huge plan for like an entire building, or not building, entire city of some kind. So it's kind of bizarre in some caliber, I guess, in some ways of how I'm seeing this entire build. Oh god, I can't talk properly anymore. Holy frick! All right, this seems awfully cramped up for like a building like that, and I don't know if I should. What I'm thinking of. It's probably moving the extrusion a little bit over here to over here and have this as a separate building. Then what we could do is have this sort of like stretch out a little bit over there, but I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Because it will be nice to occupy this empty space though. Because it doesn't always need to be like a market stall of some kind, so there's only one way to find out, I guess. As always. Alright. How on earth do I make this look good? How do I make this look good? Is always the question I always ask myself whenever I'm building stuff like this. Okay, we can add like another sort of thing over here. We'll need to terraform a little bit of the base over here so that way everything looks pretty even. There we go, so that way we have enough room for a building here. So that should hopefully look pretty sweet. Is this big enough? I just realized this might not actually be big enough for us to work with. Which is a whole nother problem I need to deal with later on, so that's gonna be freaking lovely if that's the case. Anyway. Still need to double check around through here. At least the cat is not with me at the moment, so that's just lovely. Let me just close the door, because I keep forgetting to close the bloody door. That should be fine then. Ah! Bloody headphones, I swear to god. Always like to fold up on me whenever I like remove them, so that's lovely. That's always lovely to deal with. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that looks way too cramped. Frick me. How do I make this less cramped? I can't remove this. I could move the pathway, but that's going to take a little bit of extra effort. Would it be even worth it? Because I want to build a building over here. So no, that's not going to work. So another idea I can think of is moving the wall to this point over here. How would that look? Would that even look good? I have no idea. This is why you plan and not actually start working on the actual buildings, because often or not, you're going to find like issues like this that you need to resolve over and over and over again when it comes to buildings. So it's better you do them with the building plans than having to do them with the actual buildings, because it will be a pain in the arse to destroy walls all the time. So this is always a very useful tip. Alright. Okay, let's get rid of all the black glass around through here that doesn't make any sense. Get rid of this real quick, because this makes no sense, and break this, because that makes no sense for the meantime. Alright, so we have this extra space over here that we can work with now. And I guess this will be somewhat connected to another building that goes around through here. So let's make a division over here. Making our division over here, then over here. How do we resolve this? Okay, this has to move. I forgot to move the stupid extrusion a little bit. Move that to the side then. See how that would work. And just like so. Whoops. Just like so, that should be perfectly fine for us to work with. No idea, honestly. Only 4 more minutes left, or 5 more minutes left until the subathon timer goes down, so only have like a few more minutes left to keep streaming, I guess, so that's fine by me. I am getting a little bit tired now after all this stupid amounts of thinking, so don't think I really mind like finally ending the stream after a while. So much for this being a subathon, I guess. But I guess we did get some subs and stuff like that, so I guess it was a bit of like a subathon. Not a great one, or not a greatly performing one compared to like other bigger streamers, but that's what I kind of expected. Let's move this back a little bit further. Alright, there we go. No, I need to put the accent over here. I'm such an idiot. There we go. I love listening to this cover. Okay, that looks a little bit more better. At least we have a little bit of extra space for this building now. And we can also add an entranceway. That's going to be helpful. It's going to be very tight though. It's set in a very weirdly awkward position, I guess. Alright, there we go. Break these. Is there something? It's just the freaking like bloody freaking wristband just like going up and down. That's always lovely then. Alright, put an entranceway over here. There we go. Now we just clean up everything and just evaluate to make sure that all the walls are in place, or all the floor plans are in place. And then marvel at how terrible it looks. I mean, overall, it doesn't look too terrible. There is a lot of space over here, which is lovely. What the frick happened over here? I don't even freaking know. This looks kind of jank. I'll keep this as a single doorway though, because honestly that fits pretty well for this building, I guess. But overall, it doesn't look too awful. Being able to fit like multiple buildings over here, albeit it being pretty skinny in some areas, but it's better than nothing. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with the way these buildings are shaped. So that's perfectly fine. Now we just have to quickly add the basalt pillars, just add a little bit of accents around the edges here. And we should be going pretty good so far, I guess. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Then we add some basalt pillars over here. And voila. That should be a nice sort of like array of like multiple houses, I guess. So that looks pretty good. Am I missing anything? How you doing, by the way? Sorry. I hope you're doing pretty well so far as well, Starburst. Jesus Christ, you stupid blade nose. I swear to God, I hate you so much. Alright, anyway. What other messages that I'm missing through? Or not messages, like other things I'm missing through. I don't think I'm missing too much around through here, so I think this is all pretty much good to go. I am not starting to work on the buildings just yet, but I think the floor plans are pretty solid. So that looks pretty good. We only have like 1 minute and 30 seconds. I don't think we're going to really progress too much on like other aspects of this entire like city plan yet, but overall we made like a lot of like progress, I guess. I mean, I wish I could do a little bit more around through here, but with the amount of like constraints that we have, especially with the amount of space that we have, I guess, and also the shape of the terrain as well, that was god-awful. We managed to make some pretty good yeah, progress around through the edges here, or the floor plans around through here. Also forgot to add some basalt pillars for these areas over here, I guess. Anyway, that's a cool way of planning, and I never seen it done with glass, but it's probably have to do with gas and stuff like that. Yeah, that's the main reason why we're like using like glass as a way of like planning anyway, is because mobs will spawn. And it'll be really annoying, especially in the Nether, if mobs will spawn and ruin our lives, so that's why we're primarily using like glass for like all the planning stuff and all that stuff. So I mean, it's been pretty useful. Nothing too much to really complain so far, and everything has been pretty going pretty smoothly in some ways, so that's pretty good. I'm gonna get rid of this. This doesn't look really neat. But yeah, so far this is not gonna be like a finalized sort of flooring all the time anyway, so as long as everything goes pretty well, then we should be good to go as far as I know when it comes to building. Yeah, also the lore is pretty like in depth as well. Hopefully I'll be able to have like all the buildings follow a little bit of the lore, because sometimes I forget a little bit of the context of the entire city in terms of the lore and all that stuff. But it kind of fits overall as like a pretty good package, I guess. So that's some way of like saying about this entire city maybe. But anyway, timer's finally down to 0, and I'm gonna get some rest and also deal with like a lot of coals and stuff like that. So that's gonna be absolutely lovely for me to deal with. So I'm gonna call it for today. And if you guys want to see more of these very wacky streams, and even more Subathon streams like these in the future, we still have like 3 more left later on for the week, you can join the Very Wacky Discord server, so that way you get notified immediately when the next stream goes live next time. I think you've already seen the Discord link multiple times through the pin message and through like Defective_Box like advertising the frick out of it throughout the entire chat, throughout the entire stream. By the way, if you guys are watching this from the front page promotion, please join the chat so you can join the Very Wacky Discord server, because that way you get notified immediately when we go live next time. So that'll be pretty helpful. But anyway, timer here is finally 0, so I'm gonna get some rest. And I also need to find someone we can raid, so that way we continue on with, you know, the tradition of, like, raiding people at the end of each streams, even though I've kind of broken the tradition in some ways. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. To all the VOD viewers also watching as well, here's an outro.